Alright fellas, here we are back at Pokemon Masters, and today we'll be doing a little bit of a tier list again, this time just for Master Fairs. Master Fairs that I personally own, because obviously I can't speak too much about ones that I don't own. I own Master Fairs at different levels and different abilities. For example, my Maxie is 1 out of 5 EX, my Archie is 3 out of 5 EX. My Cynthia is 3 out of 5 with the EX roll, and my Thunderbolt Red is 1 out of 5, no EX roll. So, these are just my looks at these Master Fairs from my own personal experience, as well as just how much I like them. This isn't going to be like an objective tier list. This is mostly just going to be how much I like using each of these characters and how much like joy they bring me just throughout the game, because obviously someone like Red, obviously if we were talking about meta, you know, he'd be up there in the S tier. But if we're talking about personal usage, he may fluctuate a little bit, right? So whatever, let's just go ahead. Let's start this out with the two Master Fairs. We'll go in release order, right? I did not get Maxie and Archie first. I actually got them during their first rerun during the 3rd anniversary, but I'm going to go ahead and put them both in B tier. I don't really care all that much for them, like, exceptionally. I love Kyogre and Groudon, obviously, but, you know, I don't think there's many people who don't actively like Kyogre and Groudon. I mean, you may be neutral, of course, but I mean, come on. Whatever. They're both good sync pairs, ground and water respectively. Maxie obviously got the really good boost with Courtney back during her release. Archie has still got good partners with like Signature Chris, Dojo Gloria. Well, that was back then, but like now Signature Chris, Eugene's a pretty good partner. New Year's Waltz is a decent partner, right? They do conflict a little bit, but still not the worst thing in the world. So I just put them in B tier. I don't mind using them too much. They're just good strikers, good, you know, general strikers, right? I don't have anything else to say about them too much. I wouldn't put them much higher. I like using Archie for some rain utility occasionally, but I mean, that's just about it. Just decent damage dealers. Lily and Lunala, they go in C tier. I don't actively dislike this sync pair really at all, but I just don't really find all that. I don't have too much interest in using her. She's just a good ghost damage dealer, and I don't have much attachment to Lily or Lunala as characters. I only got Lily because she is a 2nd anniversary sync pair. I joined the game during the 2nd anniversary, and the only one that I got was Steven, which still love Steven. But I went ahead and got N and Lily on their rerun because I wanted to have the whole trio as kind of a symbolism, right? Because I did, again, start during the 2nd anniversary, so I wanted to have all 3. I don't really care too much about Lily. If I didn't really care too much about having all 3 of the anniversary sync pairs, I probably wouldn't have gotten Lily. I would have gotten N and been done, probably. But again, obviously no hate to anyone who likes Lily. I just don't really care for her that much myself. Anniversary N, I could put him up at B. I'm going to go ahead and put him in A, though. I like Anniversary N a good bit, and Reshiram. I like N a decent amount as a character. I like Reshiram as a Pokemon. Probably the same level as Kyogre and Groudon, I would say that I like Reshiram. But I also like N's utility. He's got the cool AoE Noble Roar, the good AoE Blue Flare, which is very, very fun, of course. Unova Flag Bearer and all that, but of course they all have Master Passives. They're Master Fairs. Piercing Blows is actually pretty good. I kind of forgot he had this, surprisingly. Mind Game's 9 for Blue Flare, very good for special defensive debuffs. I like using him for nuking, alongside like Signasuit Morty and other fire types. I like using him just for most fire stages. I tend to like using this character more than most, so I'm putting him in A tier. Anniversary Steven, he's in S tier. Obviously not the greatest sync pair meta-wise, right? People widely consider him to be the worst Master Fair sync pair, but I love him. He was the reason I got in the game originally. He was my first Master Fair ever, and still a character I like using a lot. I've been able to do some decent off-typing with him, even against like 3K Master Mode. Some on-typing, obviously, he still is just fine at doing, no problem. And he's just really fun. Anytime I get to use him alongside like Anniversary Skyla, who's one of my favorite sync pairs as well, it's always fun. My dream team is literally Anniversary Steven, Palatine's Lisa, and Anniversary Skyla. That's just my big flying type favorite team for some reason. I like using him. I like using him a lot. The good form stuff and the downside up is a fun mechanic as well. Reversing stat buffs, right? Or stat debuffs, especially with that ally stat down times 3 parameter. I just like using it. It's fun. I like Anniversary Steven, alright? And Shiny Rayquaza. Who doesn't like Shiny Rayquaza? Shiny Mega Rayquaza. Which, of course, I'm going to be a little upset. It did get a little bit shafted. A little bit. Whatever. Signature Lusamine, but also put her up there in A tier, probably above Anniversary N. I do like her. She was my 2nd ever Master Fair, because I did get her back on release, and she just obliterated all the stages. I actually kind of went through a phase back when I got her, like a little bit afterwards, that was like, it's boring to use this character because she's too good. I'm not kidding. I would use her for like Battle Viola, obviously Psychic Week stages. I would even use her for off-typing. right? I use this character everywhere, and it just got boring to use her. But now that I've got a wider range of characters and I don't use her as much, it's always good fun to go back and, you know, use her and whatnot. The AoE prismatic laser is also really fun. The EX roll is going to be super, super good now. I'm very excited to get that EX roll for sure. Definitely going to do a showcase over that. Love it. Renegade Cynthia? Okay, the thing with this character is that I love the pairing, and I love a lot about this character, but just the kit feels so wonky. I'm going to say she's like high B, low A. I'm probably going to put her in the low A tier just because I love Giratina, I love Cynthia. They're both a great combination, especially with probably Volo and Giratina coming sooner or later. But just this character's kit's a little bit too weird for me. Physical sync move, special DPS. Shadow Force is a complete shaft. Alright, sorry, this is just a completely shafted kit. Ghost Zone is obviously good. I mean, come on. And then obviously relying on special defense debuffs for her multiplier with Smarty Pants and having a physical nuke is just a little bit weird to me. If Cynthia had the ability to somehow skip the 2-turn limitation of Shadow Force, and of course, I guess, have like more uses of it here with the MP and whatnot, I would honestly probably like this character a lot better, because Shadow Ball just sucks. Shadow Ball's so bad. Ghost needs more options for actual moves, right? Like, you got Moongeist Beam, which is signature to Lunala. You got Shadow and Phantom Force, which are 2-turn charge-up moves. Shadow Ball, which is on literally everything. Shadow Claw sucks. Shadow Sneak sucks. Ghost needs a better option for just moves, other than like Hyper Beaming Impact. So yeah, I'm going to put Serena in low A. Or not Serena, Cynthia. Speaking of Serena, I'm putting her in C tier as well. Great character again, just extremely good, especially now that she got the EX roll for support, so that your Zygarde is now no longer hindering your support EX or whatever. Now she applies both, her complete form and having the EX roll. I just don't really care for this kit at all, or this character at all. I love Zygarde complete, but I don't really care about Serena's outfit. That's one thing that's big, is I actually don't really like Signet Suit Serena. Not that much. Serena as a character is fine, I just don't really care much for the outfit. And, I don't know, I'm just not a big lover on this kit like most people are. She's a good, strong damage dealer, I mean, obviously, but I don't know, there's just something with this character and kit just does not resonate too much with me, so I don't care to use her really all that much, honestly. Especially for Dragon Sages, where I can opt to use, like, Zinnia and Salamence, Zinnia Rayquaza, Lucas, Signet Suit Cynthia now, and Lance are both good. There's so many other dragons I would just rather use, because Signet Suit Signet Suit Serena just does not interest me all that much. She's a good character, a good kit and whatnot, of course, but just personally, I don't know. I don't know why I don't really care much about this pair. Signet Suit Chris, I'll put her in A as well, a little bit above Renegade Cynthia, and probably above N as well. Yeah, I put her there. That's about right. I like Signet Suit Chris. I like Suicune. Suicune's cool, and using her alongside Eugene, who was one of my favorite sync pairs of 2023, is really fun, obviously. I pulled her back when she rerun during the 4th anniversary, because I did not get her on release, so that was fun, I guess. And obviously I had a lot of fun using double Suicune. Still a very nice support for me, because she's provided a lot of use for the Annabelle Ultimate Battle, as well as just all the water characters that need buffs. Like, obviously Archie, she was a good help too. Eugene, as stated, she was a good help too. Neo Champion Serena down here, she was a pretty useful help too. It got very old to use May for setting rain, or just not setting rain at all. So once I finally got Signet Suit Chris and could finally have a rain support, it was so good. That's why I actually really like this character, because she is, again, one of my first ever rain support after a long time of going without them, because I went through the release of Signet Suit Chris, Neo Champion Caitlyn, and Signet Suit Mina, and didn't get any of them until later, which was fun. Aura Cynthia, I'm going to go ahead and put her up here, above Lucamine, sure. I'm not going to say she's up at the top with, like, well, you know, yeah, fine. I'll put her up there with the best of the best. I'll put her with Anniversary Steven. I do like Aura Cynthia quite a bit. Very nice support. The Fighting Zone obviously had its problems until very recently, where she got the Sprint EX roll, which I do have, of course. 3 out of 5 6-star EX with the Sprint EX roll. Very, very good stuff. Obviously, the Fighting Zone now is far better to get up for nuking characters and whatnot, especially like obviously Ray with the Fighting Master passive. That's a great combination. Plus Neo Champion Hop, so like a team of Neo Champion Hop, Aura Cynthia, and Ray. Sounds really, really fun. Obviously now she's able to help out actual other fighting characters. I wouldn't say she's better at utilizing Fighting Zone than Neo Champion Hop, because Hop also provides a lot of the good DPS with his Thunder's kicks and Roaring Thunder's kicks, but still, I just like using this character. Really good wall. I'm not going to call her practically immortal, but may as well say practically immortal. Nearly 400 special attack. If we actually give her the level 150, it is 400 special attack, which is a little crazy to think about. Very, very, very fun character. She was a brick wall back in the day, still is a very, very strong defensive tank now, and the Fighting Zone plus Sprint EX roll is always really fun. I love sync ramping setups, so the sync ramp now is really nice. Thunderbolt Red, I'm going to put him in the highest of B tier. I don't really care much about Red, as much as other people anyway. I don't care much about Pikachu, but this guy's an Elisa buff, and I'm happy about that. I can accept that, because I like Elisa, obviously. Elisa and Zebstrika benefit a ton from this guy. He sets electric terrain, he debuffs defensive stats, he covers the sides, so they actually work relatively well together. So that's all it needs to be said, honestly. That's the only reason I really got Red. I do also like that he is got the -3 sync countdown from the sync move, so that's very, very fun for getting in that sync countdown very quickly at the start of the battle. Kanto Master passive, I guess, is fine. I do like this because it's also applying a buff to Elisa because it powers up physical attacks as well. So that's... It would have been better if it was the physical master passive, right? But whatever. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why they opted to do this. I guess because they wanted to synergize better with Ash, right? Because obviously if you got the physical attacking Kanto master passive, then it wouldn't buff Ash at all. I guess they wanted to give Ash a little bit of support from Red, so fair enough, I suppose. And obviously he got the Field EX roll, which made him really crazy for Ultimate Battles because it really helped out with him not having to set electric terrain and have it last longer, right? Which just was so useful. Not that I know anything about that because mine's 1 out of 5 EX, but still. I like Neo Champion Red a good, or not Neo Champion, Thunderbolt Red a good bit. He's obviously really, really good still. But I only see him as much of an Elisa buffer and a character that buffs others instead of the demon god that he is on his own, because I don't need that type of character. I like ones that help out others. Neo Champion Serena. I'm going to put her at the lowest of B. You could probably say high C as well. I don't know, I just don't really care too much about this character either. But I mean, I've gotten a lot of good usage out of her. Her debuffing ability with Water Shuriken is really, really good, of course. The Unfortunate Strike is very good. The Water rebuff and defensive debuffs and speed buffs are very good for her different partners and whatnot. Overall, just a really good character to run for any water setup, like Signature Chris using and Neo Champion Serena, Signature Chris, Archie, Neo Champion Serena. Serena can slot herself on pretty much any water team and will be a very effective option, even the physical ones, right? Despite being a special attacker. She'll be good at that. Other than that, I don't really have much else to say about Serena. Good debuffer, good water character, and just really strong in general. I don't have too much else to say. She's got a good outfit. I like it a lot, quite a bit better than Serena. Not just because it's a generic dress, but because I just think it fits a little bit better thematically. I don't know. New champion Calum. I don't know. I don't have too many big things to say about this guy. I'd probably put him in B as well. Above Serena? Probably. I don't know. I don't really use this guy all that much, but when I do use him, he's pretty consistent. I like him for the Dark Zone and rain setting, which he's not the greatest at because of the turn limitation of how many times you have to use the buddy move here, but it's still really good for sure. He's still a really good character, 100%. Just I think his flaws are showing a little bit more than what they used to. Mine's only 1 out of 5 EX, same with Neo Champion Serena, and they're still good characters, and I like using them both together, especially with Sigma Suit Lysander. Very, very crazy setup. The frogs and the steam engine, I don't know. I love using that setup, though, because Sigma Suit Lysander was such a fun character to get back in the day. He was so cool. Still is, really. But either way, I think I'm going to put Calum and Serena here in B. I don't know which one I like better. I think I like Calum a little bit better. Do I like him better than Maxie and Archie? Yeah, I'd probably say so. Or, no, I like Archie and Maxie better, I mean. Yeah, I'd probably put it like this. New champion Marnie. Marnie and Moltres. I mean, they're a good striker. Enough said, right? I don't know. I don't know what I don't know what my input is on this character. I don't care too much. I mean, I don't care about Marnie much as a character. I don't care about Galarian and Moltres really at all. Dark, I like Akari. Which they're good buffs for each other. And, like, special class and Zinnia. So, really, I mean, I'd probably put her, yeah, B. Behind Neo Champion Serena or before? Behind or before? I'd probably put her before. Yeah, I'd probably put her there. I don't know. I just don't care much about Neo Champion Marnie, realistically speaking. Not to the same level as Serena and Lily, but I mean, she just is a good striker for me that I use occasionally just for funny numbers or just an ease of a win, I guess you could say. I don't really have too much attachment to either the Pokemon or the character that much, but of course they are a good damage dealer. I put in some good combinations with Akari and Cygnus Cyrus to good effect, and that overall was really fun because I do like using those characters. So Marnie does apply, make them, like, I guess, look a little bit better. So I can respect Marnie for doing that. Adamant and Irida, literally probably my favorite character releases in this game. Probably my favorite. Yeah, honestly, I think I would probably say that. I'd say they were probably my favorite. Yeah, no. That's a tough one. Obviously, I like Ray better than Irida, but like for Adamant has to compete with Anniversary Skyla. I don't know. I'd say Adamant's at least number 2. I love these characters. The Hisui characters are always my favorites. I love Adamant and Irida to absolute death. Legends Arceus was a great game, and these two are amazing characters in both strength and obviously utility and whatnot. I love using the Hisui setup with Ray and Adamant, as I stated with my top characters of 2023 video. That I don't think I have to say anything else about that. But obviously, I also like the combination of both. Leafeons with Cygnus, Erica, and Adamant. Both very fun to run together. Both synergize quite well together as well. Adamant's very self-sufficient, very strong. Irida is extremely good with other Ice-type characters, especially like Getsus, who I like running a good bit. She was like the biggest glow for that guy ever. Getsus really needed the buff, and she really provides it. She really does. Very, very strong with her Dancing Ice Beam. Pretty good damage with the Icy Wind, I guess you could say, with the Invigorating Hail 5 especially. Setting up Ice Zone and Hail at once, being supportive, as well as doing all the debuffing ability and whatnot. This character also really, really good and really, really fun as well. I love the Hisui clan leaders so much. Neo Champion Red. I'm gonna put him behind Marnie, honestly. I don't care about him that much. I mean, he's good. What else can you say? Neo Champion Red, he's good. But that's about it. I had fun, like, obliterating 2.5K Master Mode with him back when he released. That showcase is still, like, one of the funniest things ever to me, because I woke up, recorded the summons for Red, got him, recorded a, like, good 20 minutes worth of footage, and then posted it pretty much. And the footage was just so clean anyway, because Red is just so stupid of a character. Like, it did not take me too long at all to get any and everything processed for Red, just because he was so fucking funny, even at 1 out of 5. This character's absurd with what he does with the Blizzard, Frozen Wings, Ice Beam, obviously the special moves, next ramping and whatnot. The character, he's funny. He is funny, so, you know, I'll put him above Red, or above Marnie. I'm gonna put this here, by the way. Maxie's, I like Maxie less than Archie, and I'm gonna put this here. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is probably about right. I don't know. You know, nah, we'll go back with it. I'm switching up a lot, I get it. I'm switching up, but still, whatever. Neo Champion Red is somewhere in here, I would say. He's funny. He is quite a funny character, to say the least, but I don't really have too much attachment to Red, again, as I said. I do like Articuno. It is my favorite of the 3 legendary birds, and favorite out of all 6 legendary birds, I guess you could say, between it and the, you know, Galarian forms. I'd still say I like Cantonian Articuno the most out of all of them, but whatever. It's still not really too much to say that I absolutely adore the kit and whatnot. Neo Champion Nate. I do like Neo Champion Nate. Neo Champion Nate's fun, dude. Come on, he's fun. He may not be like super uber strong, but he's fun. And he is still really good. I'll put him up here. Yeah, I'll put him. Do I like him more than Lusamine? Yeah, I like him more than Lusamine. I like Neo Champion Nate. I don't really care too much about Nate as a character, but Shiny Haxorus, that grid. But Neo Champion, Haxorus is cool. I like Shiny Haxorus as well, of course. Who doesn't? The Dark Black Outrage is fun. The way that Nate's kit functions is similar to that of, like, Ray. Obviously, he doesn't have the DPS of Ray, because Scale Shot compared to a regular Triple Arrows is just far different. But like the one use of per sync move rather of this move here is just very, very fun to me, which I'm pretty sure that's how it functions, right? Every sync move he restores MP, restores 1 MP when the team's after using the sync move, right? That's always just very, very fun to me. It's using these very big, powerful AoE nuking moves with, like, physical moves next ramping, because that's what he's doing with the Unova Passion, as well as the stuff from this here. And, of course, the Unova Pride is that he's basically building up physical moves next to bomb the enemy with this Dark Black Outrage, which is just really, really, really fun to me. And again, same thing with Ray, where he's able to do that big nuclear triple arrows barrage. I just love characters like that. And Neo Champion Marnie, again, as I said, I'm not a big Neo Champion Marnie fan, but I also do like that about her buddy Fiery Wrath, is that, or Fierce Fiery Wrath, is that it's a big nuclear move that you use once per sync cycle. It's just kind of fun. And obviously I do like Nate's nuke in the Dragon Zone setting with the Field EX roll. That was actually really fun, is that he's actually now able to set Dragon Zone. That was also very, very nice. He's a good support for Unova characters, physical Unova characters, you know, things with Hilda, Emmett, Elisa, regular Hilda, those type of characters got a pretty good glow up. And, you know, Iris, I guess, Champion Iris too. Got a pretty good glow up from Nate. And Sing support for those was always really good. New Champion Rose, I'm also going to probably put her in the high A tier. I'm not going to put her up there with Aura Cynthia towards the end. I'm going to put her here in A, though, because, again, she's also really fun. Sprint DX roll, support characters are always really fun. And Rosa can just do so much. She's applying Psychic and Fighting rebuffs. She's buffing all ally stats at random, crit buffs, shitload of physical and special moves next. Sleep if you need it, you can provide. And she's just helpful to so many characters, especially in the Battle Rally. I've gotten so much good usage out of Neo Champion Rosa in the Battle Rally. I would opt to say... sorry. I would opt to say that Neo Champion Rosa is probably the single most valuable character to actually have in the Battle Rally. And if not, like, character overall, I would say she is the most valuable support to bring to the Battle Rally. I could be wrong. There's obviously, like, some situations I could be missing and whatnot. I haven't, like, gone in balls deep, I guess you could say, into the Battle Rally, but, like, I would say she's so good for that game mode. And I would say she's the best out of all the characters that I've, you know, used so far. Either way, whatever. She's such a great support for just any unit in general, and just for different, like, setups and whatnot. Used her with Palatine's Lisa, of course, for the Palatine's Lisa showcase, and it made Palatine's Lisa look better, especially because she also got part of the Unova Master passive, but, you know, whatever. I would say that's my overview, though, really. If you can tell, there's no D-tier Master Fairs. I don't actively dislike any Master Fairs. I know D's probably not, like, disliking, but I mean, that's probably what I would equate it to. I would put S as like my favorites, which that's accurate. A as ones that I love using. I would say that this is about accurate. You could probably push Anniversary N and Cynthia down maybe a tier, but whatever. B is like these characters are good and fun occasionally and whatnot. I would say that's probably what this tier is representing. I don't have too many gripes about like actively using these characters. And then C is characters that are ones that I use occasionally, not too much, but they're all right. I would say that's probably what this tier would represent. Of course, this isn't a meta tier list. Obviously, Anniversary Steven's up here, Signature Serena's down here. I think that much makes that obvious. But this is just my favorites and like how I like using them. Obviously, some are stronger, some are weaker. But clearly, as you can see, that doesn't tend to matter too much, where these weaker Master Fairs are higher tiered than others, so... I don't know. Let me know what your favorite Master Fairs are and whatnot down in the comments below. I just wanted to make this before Signature Lay Down, as well as the half anniversary releases. Plus, I didn't have anything else there that was really urgently desiring to be put out today, so I went ahead and just put this out. So, again, let me know what your favorite Master Fairs are down in the comments below. Let me know how many Master Fairs I guess you own, unless your name's Ezio and you have all of them. And, yeah, I'll see you all later.